All right, hi guys, welcome back. I moved my camera around so that, because I thought it was kind of weird the way I had it angled before and it was throwing me off. So I've got it set up front here, but you get this stupid shadow, so I apologize for that, but we'll work with that. So, and move it over a little bit so you can see everything. Okay, so we're gonna talk about lesson 12 today, you guys. 3rd edition, Algebra 1/2 Saxon. I'm on page 45. We're gonna be talking about prime and composite numbers and products of prime numbers. Guys, prime numbers are things that can only be multiplied by 1 in itself, okay? We're gonna go through the first 20 prime numbers, but you're not gonna need them all. 1 absolutely is a prime number. So prime, composite. All right, so prime, 1 is prime, 2 is prime, 3 is prime. 4 is not prime because not only is it 1 times 4, but it's also 2 times 2. So 4 is considered composite, okay? So if it's not prime, it's considered composite. After that is 5, 6, not prime because it's 2 times 3. 7, yes. 8 is composite because it's 2 times 4. So you'll notice that the only even number that's prime is 2 because anything after that can be multiplied, or any even number can be divided by 2. So after 7 comes, or after 8 comes 9. 9 is composite because we got 3 times 3, right? 10 is the same way. Let's think about 11 is prime. 12 is composite. 13 is prime. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, so other prime numbers, the ones that you're gonna see the most often are these guys right here. 1 through 11. You'll want to know those. So if you should have your notebook open and be turned to your notes section, writing down everything that I write down. You want your prime to be, I want you to somewhere on there flag this, prime numbers, these guys. Sometimes you'll need 13, 17, 19, but really the majority of the time you're gonna be using these guys right here. This you don't need to write down necessarily. If you already have, that's fine. But you're not gonna be asked about composite numbers as much as you are about prime. I'm gonna be asking you about prime numbers all the time. So when we want to do products of prime numbers, so let's say we have let's say we've got a fraction that looks like this. It is 84, there we go. It is 84 divided by 2, okay, so sometimes it's necessary to write the composite numbers. Ignore that. Let's go down, I'm gonna look at the next example. Write 126 or 1,260 as prime numbers, okay? The way that you're gonna wanna do this is, no, this will be fine. I'm all over the place. You know this by now. I love it when we're asked to do these and they end in 0 because you can just multiply things by 10. Basically what you're wanting to do is I need 2 numbers that multiplied together give me this. If it ends in a 0, you're in luck because we have 126 times 10. 126 times 10. Now 10 breaks down to be 2 and 5. Guys, our prime numbers are 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, right? So this is prime, and when it's prime, you circle it, okay? 126, not prime. We can break that down. Our rules of divisibility, if you don't remember that, go back and watch lesson 10. We know that 6, 7, 8, 9, right? Add all those up. 6 plus 2 plus 3 is 9, which means 9 goes into this number. So, and guys, it's okay if you want to use a calculator for these. Tell your parents I said it's okay. 126 divided by 9 is going to be 14. These are not prime numbers. 9 can be broken down to 3 and 3. 14 can be 2 and 7, which is also prime. So guys, the way that we would write this now, broken down into its prime numbers, is we take all of our 2's. We've got 1, 2, 2 2's. You write 2 squared. It's 2, and we have 2 of them, okay? We have 1, 2, 3, so you write 3 squared. These are times, by the way. Times, we have 1, 5, and 1, 7. So 1,260 broken down is 2 squared times 3 squared times 5 times 7, okay? Let's try another one. Oh, that's it. So for practice on page 46, down at the bottom, it says practice A through C. Go ahead and pause the video and see if you can do these on your own. I've only given you one example, so it's kind of hard. Let's back up. Before you pause the video, let's just do another quick refresh on that. 84, we can break that down. 8 plus 4 is 12, and 3 goes into 12, so 3 is going to go into 84. So 84 is going to be 3 and 28. 3 and 28, okay? 3 is prime, so we're going to circle it. 28 is even, so we know 2 goes into it, right? We can start with that. 2 times and half of, half of 20 is 10 and half of 8 is 4. So 10 and 4 is 14. Oh, and I circled, dang it. It's 14. 14 is not prime. It can be broken down further into 2 and 7. Those are both prime. So we have, this will be broken out as 2 2s. So we have 2 to the second power times 3 times 7. Times 3 times 7. Okay, now you should probably pause the video and try those 3 problems at the bottom. All right, so for A, we get 120. Again, if it ends in a 0, I love that because it's 12 times 10. 10 can be broken down into 2 and 5. 12 can be broken down into 3 and 4. 4 is not prime, it's 2 2. All right, so 120, how many 2's do we have? 1, 2, 3 2's. So we do 2 to the third power times, we have a 3 and we have a 5. There you go, there's your answer for A. All right, for B, we have 640. 640, again, I love it when it ends in a 0, multiply that by 10. 64 times 10, and we know that this is 2 and 5, so we can break that guy down. 64 we know is, you could do it anyway. If you did it like 2, you could break that down and it would be 32, 2 times 32, right? But I like to pick close numbers that are gonna be a little bit easier. So let's do 8 and 8, right? 8 we know is 2 and 4, which is 2 and 2. 8 is 2 and 4 can be broken down 2 and 2. So we got a lot of 2's here, a lot of 2's. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 2's. So it's 2 to the 7th power times 5 is the only other thing we have. So 2 to the 7th times 5. All right, let's try C. We have 2,520. 2,520. Again, I like this one because we can break down. 252 times 10, and we know 10 is 2 and 5. 252, let's see. 5 plus 2 is going to give us 9. So that means 9 is going to go into this number. Let's see how many. 252 divided by 9 is 28. 9 and 28. 9 is not prime. That can be broken down into 3 and 3. 28 can be broken down into 2 and 14. 14 can be broken down into 2 and 7, and those are both prime. 2 and 7 are both prime. So we're going to go back up here. We're going to count all of our 2's. We have 1, 2. So 2 to the second power times, we've got 2 3's, 3 to the second power, times, we've got a 5 and a 7. Oh, shoot, you know what? I forgot this. This is why it's important you circle them. 1, 2, 3 2's. Whoops. 3 2's. And then 2 to the second power, and then times 5 times 7. Times 5 times 7. Beautiful. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, great work, and I will see you on the next lesson or in class. Thanks, guys.